And hey, guys.
Hey, welcome in.
Hey, everybody.
We're down a member this week. Jillian's taking this week off, so we'll miss her on the stream this week. Look forward to having her on in the future. But she's done some really good work for us, get some videos out there. So she's taking the night off to actually do some stuff around the house. So it's a bit of a trade off. Not as fun as hopping on the stream and talking Disney, but
not even remotely.
we all have to do those things from time to time. So look forward to the next time she's on.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's fine. We got this, and we look forward to having her back next time.
Mom, what are you sporting tonight? I was looking at your outfit.
Yeah, these are Baby Groot ears. Are those cool?
Those are adorable.
But these, I had been looking at these for a long time, and these are from EarsByShiny, which is on Etsy. It's an Etsy store, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's actually, he's holding the tape, and it's going across to the awesome mix. And I just thought these were too cute. She does a great job. She has all kinds of ears. So check out EarsByShiny on Etsy. There is a link in the description if you want to just follow that link. But yeah, shout out to her. She does a great job with ears and has tons that I want. So yeah, but these I decided to wear this. These ears made in Voyage. This is the first time I've ever worn these. And I decided to wear them tonight because, I thought, we've got to be getting close to the parks opening back up. And, Shanghai Disney opened, and Disney Springs is opening. Universal City Walk is opening on Thursday the 12th. Yay! And so these are a look to the future. The Guardians of the Galaxy coaster is coming. And so I decided to wear these tonight. This is a look to fun times ahead.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome.
Oh, hey, Rachel.
Welcome in.
Thanks. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I love these too. I've circled these for a long time and finally zoomed in and bought them. I think I bought them like the after Christmas sale.
Those are fantastic ears.
After Christmas sale, and I got these. So yeah.
Awesome. I guess we were on this same wavelength because I'm wearing my Iron Man shirt. So we're repping Marvel tonight.
We are. We totally are. Yeah. How's it going, Rachel? You doing okay? Hope everything's okay with you. We're good. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Shanghai Disney opening, I think, and kind of what that looks like and what it might look like when Walt Disney World opens. I think Disney World will open first, don't you, William?
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet. I think they, I don't know the official numbers, but from what I've heard from, people that actually live in Florida, like Resort TV One and others, it seems like the curve has been relatively flat in comparison to California. So I think that's probably a safe assumption to say that Disney World will most likely open before. Yeah.
I don't think I think it'll be a while. They'll kind of keep them locked down out there. I think Florida's a lot closer to opening. They had less problem than California did. So it stands to reason, especially with Disney Springs opening, that Disney World will open first.
Yeah. But everybody just stay safe, look after each other, look after your neighbors and friends and loved ones and everything. And looking forward to better days ahead.
Absolutely. Speaking of good days, today is the 3-year anniversary of the maiden voyage of Happily Ever After.
Wow, really?
Kingdom. 3 years. It premiered 3 years ago, May the 12th, 2017.
Wow.
I
didn't realize that. Man, time has flown by.
It doesn't seem possible, does it?
No, it doesn't.
For 3 years, but so yeah, that's neat. When I read that, I'm just encouraged today. I'm looking forward to getting this thing open back up. I'm looking forward to doing Mickey's Not So Scary and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and so yeah, got good times ahead.
Yeah, I can remember whenever the announcement came out that Wishes was coming to an end and a new show was coming about, and I was like, "Ooh, it's hard to let go of fireworks shows that you love and have
We have separation anxiety when Disney
yes,
when Disney even hits at like the Great Movie Ride and these things that they well, you gotta keep, it's like Walt said, always moving forward, but
yep.
yeah, especially Disney fans, we have huge separation anxiety.
Uh-huh.
We do.
Absolutely, and I love I love the new show. Um, but yeah, I can remember whenever the announcement came out, I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I was too, because I love Wishes. I still love Wishes.
I do too.
You can go, on any of the great YouTubers who have done a live of Wishes. Obviously, Resort TV One comes to mind, but Wishes was fantastic. The Jiminy Cricket, I always was so touched with Jiminy Cricket's voice in that, and I think you probably remember that I complained to you about the fact that they did not have Jiminy Cricket in Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
Happily Ever After has really grown on us, though.
Yeah, absolutely. The first time that I saw it in person, I teared up and cried a little bit, and just just being honest, I'm a big softie at heart, but it still got me in the feels, and so it's a great show. The projections add so much. I mean, the production value is through the roof. It seems like sometimes they may back off from the fireworks just a little bit, but I mean, it's a great show.
Yeah, it is. It is. They have. I'm kind of like you. They have what I call them movements, I guess. But they have like different sections where they, and I'm sure there's a musical term for it, where they kind of make a turn and they go into a different piece of the show, and all of them individually stand on their own so well, and they evoke different emotions from us. So Wishes was great. I sometimes go watch Wishes.
Yeah, I need to bring it up and just to reminisce on it.
Oh yeah, because it's still great. It's still Wishes was a wonderful show. But Happily Ever After is just so different because they introduced obviously the projections on the castle are totally different. They didn't have those with Wishes. So they upped the game. They did. Yeah. They bumped the lamp, they plus the park. And so and I love Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
Totally love it. And I tear up too.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and interesting too. Some of the selection to add in some movies that don't necessarily get a lot of attention. Thinking about The Hunchback of Notre Dame and some of those other movies that
that's true.
Even Jungle Book, just some movies that are classics, but may not get as much recognition. So it's neat to see some of those recognized for those that specifically love or attached to those certain movies. Everybody's got their favorite movies, so
they did. They definitely pulled from some of the movies that don't get a lot of love, like Hunchback. Yeah. So it's good to see those little pieces from all they have. It's a great show. Happily Ever After it really is. It's one of the best they've ever put on.
Yeah,
it's fantastic, and hoping we get to see it really soon.
yeah, I hope so too.
We've got the Shanghai opening. Just to kind of go over this quickly, we don't want to spend too much time on this, but in looking forward to the opening of Walt Disney World, Shanghai opened at 30% capacity, and they have a TV station over there, news station called New China TV that covered the opening, and they kind of went to the parks ahead of people. I think they sort of did a soft opening, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But the press was at the opening, and No China TV went in and did a video. There's a link to it in the description below if you want to watch the whole thing to kind of get an idea of what that looked like. They had, and here's just some things that they implemented in Shanghai for that opening. Cast members are required to wear masks. Guests required to wear masks, which is really nothing new because that happens a lot in especially China. There's so many people, they wear masks a lot over there even before this. So that's not a big change for them. No character meet and greets initially, but the characters are in the parades. Entrance line queues, they had like tape and stickers on the ground.
I saw that.
Stand. But now instead of the 6 feet, like we say over here, say 6 feet apart for proper social distancing, their markers were 1 meter apart.
Yeah,
which is about 3 feet, so a little bit less there. And then line queues for restaurants were also marked by tape that were, for people in line to stand 1 meter apart, 3 feet apart. Every other table in the restaurant was taped off, so that it basically everything, all of the restaurants, rides, everything that puts them at half capacity. When you do that, when you block off half the tables or half the seats on a ride, so that, and there were already fewer people in the parks. They were at 30% again capacity, so that cut down on the crowds. Again, every other table's taped off. Ride vehicles were being loaded like every other row. If you picture the ride vehicle for Pirates of the Caribbean, they were loading every other seat.
Okay.
In there, shows and parade routes were marked as well. So everything was marked so that you didn't have to guess, or you didn't have to say, okay, am I 3 feet?
Yeah.
Stood on your mark.
That's good.
Cast members were holding signs in Chinese and in English, reminding people to social distance. When you get in the parks, you're excited.
Yep.
And it's easy to kind of get too close before you think about it. And cast members were constantly wiping down surfaces, handrails, etc. So there's sanitizer in the line queues, entrance and exit. Like they have them like on the walls. They had them lined up on the walls every few feet where you could get hand sanitizer. So I think that a lot of that is what we're going to see in the United States. I don't think they're leaning towards requiring guests to wear masks here in the States. What have you heard on that, William?
I want to say Jilian saw something earlier today that Josh Tomorrow, had kind of acknowledged the fact that that masks, are kind of more culturally acceptable in China than they are in the States. And so,
Right.
To expect everybody to bring their own, over here is not necessarily realistic per se.
Right.
But I'd have to do some digging to see, what the video and what his official statement was. But Jillian said that was kind of the gist of what he was saying.
Right. So,
which it makes sense because I've been to China, so it's absolutely true. There are people that just wear masks normally. So
yeah. Now you have been to Hong Kong Disneyland. So
I have. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that on a future stream.
We will.
Sure.
Stream topic.
Yeah.
So, and now the other thing that I heard in an interview, and we may have seen the same interview with Josh Tomorrow, he said they would consider having temperature checks before you're in the park, which I think is a common sense precaution. I think people would be fine with that. So, they didn't mention that specifically.
Yeah.
In Shanghai, but they may be doing that.
Yeah.
It was not mentioned on the news piece, but they may be doing that. So, really the only thing that I saw that I think wouldn't work as well here, especially when you consider the Florida heat, is the guests wearing face masks.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Now, I think there will be some people in the parks voluntarily wearing face masks.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I think there will be some guests who will voluntarily wear a face mask, but I'm not expecting Disney to require it.
Yeah.
But Disney Springs is opening May the 20th, and they're opening all of their third-party businesses and restaurants, those that are not Disney affiliated. And that's also what I heard Universal City Walk is doing on Thursday, May 14th. They're opening some of the restaurants, some of the businesses, but not all. So it's a phased thing. But they're opening.
Yep.
They're opening. So yeah. So good stuff, positive stuff. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I'd like to. I think we'd all like to return to kind of that state of normalcy. For some of us, getting a little extra time with family and potentially friends too. Whether it's through video chat or but for in some ways this time has been nice for some and really hard for others, and so. Just kind of looking forward to things moving back to a state of normality.
Right. Maybe slowly, but we're definitely moving in the right direction. And, the thing is, and I heard one of our YouTubers, Dole Whip Dad, said this morning in their morning stream, he said, we can't live in fear.
Yeah.
We have to get on with it. We can't, we have to open back up. We've got to get our economy going again. We can't live in fear. And hey, Pat.
Hey, welcome in, Pat.
It's good to see you. We're just talking about Disney's reopening, and we're looking forward to that. And we can't, we can't. I mean, there are those who have suggested that we need to stay in quarantine until there's a cure. Well, there are things that we still don't have a cure for that we've been, it's just not, we can't do that. Our economy has suffered enough. People, Americans, especially Texans, we're just not going to do that forever.
Yeah.
It's not. We got to get back to it. And I truly feel that people yes, missing Mickey Day. Absolutely.
This is day 57 of the USA Park closures.
Day 57, just for the record. This is day 57 of the parks closures. So I have a countdown on Instagram. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, guys. But I've been keeping up with it. It's been 57 days since the parks closed, since Walt Disney World closed. But we got to get back to it. Back to work. There are a lot of people, in our family, most of our family has been blessed to work, have been, quote, essential. But so many people, are, especially small business owners, are struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
The federal loans haven't come through yet or whatever. And so, we got to get back to it.
Yep.
Open back up. Trust our population to be careful, to be cautious, to social distance, and sure, get on with it. It's what we do. So, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about especially Disney Springs opening. We know that Disney World is making reservations for July.
Yeah,
we're taking reservations as early as July. I'm thinking if they got to call all the cast members back, and they've got to get, just restocking. Think about, just restocking the restaurants and getting all the supplies back in. It's going to be huge.
Yeah. You think about having to clean everything and sanitize everything.
Oh, yeah. Mark everything.
Yeah.
If you're going to social distance, then you gotta mark everything with tape. You got to block off table. And I realize that, it's broken down into, they break it up, and it's not as daunting, but still the enormity of that is still there. And getting cast members back, making sure, everybody's on board with whatever safety procedures they put in place, but they'll do it. They'll do it. I trust Disney to take every precaution to ensure cast member and guest safety.
Yeah.
And so, we've talked about it before. If somebody said you want to go for opening day and I had the money, I'd go in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would. I'd go. Would you?
Oh yeah. No question.
Yeah. What about Pat? Would you go opening day? Some people are saying, okay, I'm going to wait a little bit, to see what this looks like. There's Jilian in the chat.
Hey there, Juliet. She still made us to show up.
I thought you might pop in, Jilian.
Yeah.
We're missing
you. Thanks for the
support. But yeah, I'd go and I would be careful. I would take my normal precautions.
Yeah.
I don't think I would wear a mask. I don't know. I don't think I would wear a mask, but I would do probably double duty on the hand sanitizer and the wipes and, all that. But anyway, yeah. But I would go. Absolutely, I'd go.
Yeah.
How about you, Jilian? Would you go?
Yeah, she said, I hope to be there in September no matter what. Yeah, we're really holding out hope.
Right. Sure. Hope springs eternal, man, around here. Absolutely. And we're going to go. We don't know exactly, we haven't decided exactly when, but, we're hoping to take that, take the girls, take that family vacation at least before the end of the year. So we're going to kind of wait a little bit and see what it looks like. Figure it out, that kind of thing. But so what? Yeah. I said the same thing, Jilian.
That Florida heat is rough.
Man, it really is. I mean, you're talking about, face mask in August. Whoa. So yeah, I don't think I would take a mask either. So, but I would double up on the hand sanitizer and the wipes.
You're always really good about being conscientious of, the things you touch and, especially doing hand sanitizer before your meals and stuff. You've always been very good about that in the parks.
Yeah, well, thanks. And especially in the parks, because, excuse me, there are a lot of people, there are people from all over the world in those parks.
Yep.
I mean, I have been in line queues where the people that were directly closest to me, nobody was speaking English except us.
Yeah.
It was all, at one point I was at I went to the character warehouse the last time I was at Disney, and I was headed out. I thought, okay, I'll run by the character warehouse, see if I can pick up some things. I was in the line for character warehouse yes, they do have a line for character warehouse on busy days. And there's no Pirates of the Caribbean at the end of the line. You get into the store.
You're just getting into their shop.
And there are people who are standing in the line going, do I really want to, how long do I want to stand here? But so I was standing in the line, and I counted at Character Warehouse, this is not in the parks, 5 different languages being spoken around me.
Wow.
So, and in the parks, I've counted that many. I've counted 4 to 5, because you'll hear, you think, okay, how many different languages am I hearing here? So a lot of folks in there. You have to, again, I trust most Americans to be commonsensical and to approach this from a cautiously optimistic, be safe, protect your family, but get on with it.
Yeah.
And that's my mini sermon for the night.
All right. Free of charge.
Free. It's free. Absolutely. We would like a like and a subscribe.
Yeah. Oh,
But that's free too.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Jillian, I'm not big on the mask. The thing about it is, I told Jeff that they're putting, all these really cute Instagram feeds and Etsy shops. They're putting together these really cute Disney masks, and they've got some that are Haunted Mansion with the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. And I'm looking at those masks. I'm thinking that's the only thing I've ever not wanted that has the Haunted Mansion wallpaper print on it. So, yeah.
It's funny, every time we say free of charge, I always think of Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter. Especially that the movie where he gives Harry all the books. He's just like, I'm giving Harry all of my books. Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Always comes to mind.
And yes, we are Harry Potter fans too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, a Mandalorian bounty hunter showed up at the house.
Look at that. A Disney
yeah.
Shop Disney.
And so let's take a look here. What we got in here? So we got our
there's the paper.
Shop Disney paper. But Mother's Day was on Sunday, but it'll be a little bit before I'm able to see you. But I figured I'd go ahead and show it off on stream. That we have successly managed to get the bounty and find the child. So
I have, you have hit it out of the park. You know how long I've wanted this Spirit jersey?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've wanted that Spirit jersey since the minute it came out. I have thought about getting it several times, and I just wouldn't pull the trigger on it. Blake and her family went into Disney around Christmas time, I guess it was. And she said, Aunt Dawn, they've got a medium. I can get it and just mail it to you. And I said, like I better not do it. And so I'm so excited to get that.
Looking forward to seeing you soon, hopefully, and just a little sneak peek of your Mother's Day present.
There you go. Well, if that's worth a trip to see you guys, my grandson and the child Spirit jersey, Mandalorian Spirit jersey.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
Absolutely. And Jillian says she got her tie-dye one also. So she, I don't know how closely people in the chat may follow Shop Disney, but there's some pretty neat looking tie-dye Spirit jerseys that have hit the site recently. And we actually couldn't get the Disneyland one, so we ended up getting the Disney World one. So she got hers in the mail today too, and she is a happy camper.
Okay. Well, that's great, because we had talked about that. Jillian and I, of course, we're not the only people on the planet. Everybody loves the Spirit jerseys, but Jillian and I especially love those Spirit jerseys. And we got to talking about it one day. None of my Spirit jerseys say Walt Disney World. They all say Disneyland. So you got one that says Disney World. I need to get one that says Disney World. Now, of course, that one that you just showed is the Mandalorian on the back. But some of them just have the park, like Disneyland or Walt Disney World on the back. So cool. You got your Disney World.
Yeah.
That's neat. Any other goodies in that bag, in that box?
Not in that box. There's a couple of little sleep outfits for Wyatt too, but we got those in the washer. So
yeah. Well, thank you. I am really excited about getting that.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. So I'll have to have some Mandalorian ears to go.
Yeah,
with.
I'd say have to keep an eye out. I'm sure at some point they're going to put out Baby Yoda ears. Would not surprise me in the least.
I don't think they put them out officially from Disney, but they're all over the Etsy shop.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
They're all, and they really have made some cute ones. So yeah, I may go with that. And yeah, Pat, they are making some really cute masks that have, I've seen everything. I mean, I've seen Mickey print, I've seen Haunted Mansion stuff, I've seen princesses, I've seen everything. I've seen Darth Vader, that has
I've seen a Kylo Ren like that too.
Yeah. I mean, no, No, I don't think I'm not a mask girl. I don't think.
Yeah.
I would I would go into the parks. I definitely, and will as soon as possible go into the parks. But I don't. No, I don't think I'm going to do a mask. And I don't. I may be wrong, but I don't think they'll require them here in the United States.
Yeah.
They did in Shanghai, but I don't think they'll require them here. So
Yeah, we'll just wait and
would
see
you
for
wear
official
one
word
in
from Disney.
August in Orlando? Oh my gracious! Oh, thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the yeah. You reckon you
That
should
is really
recognize
cool looking.
that. Yeah, it's Disney animation of Mickey Mouse. It's really cool. Hey, I got that for me. It's also I have the dishes to match, and it's also the 90th Mickey's 90th birthday.
Neat.
So it's a neat set, and I love them.
Neat. Yeah, Jillian
Yeah,
says
those
that.
plates that you have belong to me, so hang on to those.
That's funny.
Hang on to them. I'll be there to get them as soon as possible.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you'd
just-
mentioned the Etsy shop putting out Baby Yoda ears, and Jillian says that there are some good ones out there too. So just
there
confirming
are.
what you
There
said.
Yeah. Again, check EarsByShiny. My Baby Groot ears are from EarsByShiny, and they have and the prices are great. And these are so well made. I mean, these are just really high quality ears, and they're comfortable. They're
Yeah.
not too tight. They're made well, and they even came boxed really nicely. So
Yeah.
check out some of the Etsy shops that make ears, and you're going to save some money, and you're going to support a small business on Etsy, and it's made in the USA. So
Yep.
yeah.
Another neat note in regards to the Mandalorian. Earlier today, saw on IGN's page that
I see you.
that Katie Sackhoff, who voiced Bo-Katan in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, will be playing the same character in The Mandalorian season 2. So
Really?
they are, if all of these, if all of these leaks or rumors are true, it's about to get real in Mandalorian season 2.
It is. It is. And you know how excited I am about Ahsoka Tano
Yeah.
coming on Mandalorian season 2. So, God, yeah, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
And the guy that played Jango Fett, in the prequels, I think they said, the guy that played Jango is going to come back and be Boba. But I'm very curious because I'm wondering, if Ahsoka's going to be in it and Bo-Katan's going to be in it. I'm very curious if that guy is not going to be playing Boba, but he will actually be playing potentially General Rex. So I'm very, very interested to see.
Well, it's possible, right?
Yeah. Because, they're clones of Jango Fett. So, and Boba, it's just that Jango, wanted a son. So he kept one of the clones for himself and raised him, until he obviously met his demise from Mace Windu. But so very interested, since the clones all look alike, could it be Boba that the guy's playing, or could it be General Rex? I'm very intrigued to see where it goes.
I don't know. Well, maybe we'll get some more. Are you hearing me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I swapped my earbuds. It's a little better. Maybe we'll, surely we'll get some more little leaks and, trickles from that.
Yeah, just I saw that news come down today about the voice actor playing Bo-Katan being in Mandalorian season 2. So I talked it over with my brother-in-law Jared a little bit. He's a big Star Wars buff, and he is pumped, and we're both very excited for season 2 later this year, hopefully.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is exciting. I'm really excited about the Mandalorian. I think I'm excited to see what else they'll bring us.
Yeah.
I expect Jon Favreau to up his game in season 2.
I really hope that they give more control of the Star Wars franchise to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because thus far, if they continue to put forth the quality that they put forward thus far, with Filoni's background is in the Clone Wars,
Yes.
and Clone Wars season 7, who actually I was just scrolling through social media and saw that George Lucas was a fan of the Clone Wars season 7, and so to get that type of praise for your work is a big deal.
Oh, yeah, no question. Yeah, Dave Filoni has extensive work in all the, in a lot of the different genres. So his contribution, I think, to that series has just been invaluable.
Yeah.
And you can actually see him. Let's see, what's it called? What am I looking at? The new series on Disney Gallery, the Mandalorian Disney Gallery. It's all of the directors, and there are several directors for the Mandalorian. Yep. Jon Favreau does most of the writing, and then they have several directors who come from different backgrounds.
Yeah, Taika Waititi and Bryce Dallas Howard and Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and there's a few more too.
Yeah, an amazing group, and they do in those there are two series or two shows are on Disney Plus right now, and they're both excellent. They both give you a lot of background into the directors and how they came to the Star Wars universe, what their contribution is to the Mandalorian, and I think they're going to up their game in season 2. I am just really excited to see because the Mandalorian is probably the best thing going on Disney Plus as far as new intellectual property and a continuation of Star Wars. It's fantastic. If you haven't watched it, it's fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of people are, especially those, because especially whenever you become a really big fan of something, and you're into it, and there's all those other people out there in the community that are into it as well. I've seen very little negative feedback on The Mandalorian, and for the Star Wars community, that is a huge deal.
It is, because the Star Wars community is tough, man. They're tough critics. And rightfully so in a lot of ways. But when you can, there are also some people out there who just take a lot of pleasure, apparently, and they think it somehow elevates them to say, well, I don't like it, and those naysayers are not even out there on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a fantastic series. And the thing that I love about it too, William, and we've talked about this before, is that you can pick up and start watching The Mandalorian with zero prior knowledge of Star Wars and still enjoy that series.
You can.
That's a huge accomplishment to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, a Star Wars background and a knowledge of the Star Wars movies helps you. But even don't be afraid to go ahead and start watching The Mandalorian, even if you haven't seen Star Wars, because you can do it. It's that good, and it stands on its own. It's that good. So
absolutely.
I went. Adam and I decided that we wanted to get something today, and so I went to a really good hamburger place here in town, and I was wearing my Rise of Skywalker Spirit jersey. Because it was kind of cool. Yeah. And I never wear that Spirit jersey that somebody doesn't say, oh, yeah, I love that, your Spirit jersey. So the guy behind the counter that handed me my food said, he said, your shirt is really cool. He said, you're a Star Wars fan, obviously. So I said, oh, yeah. So I'm expecting that Mandalorian Spirit jersey that you got me to be the same.
Yep.
I'm expecting to get. I get compliments on the Rise of Skywalker Spirit jersey when I wear it, and the other one that I really get a lot of compliments on is the plaid Christmas jersey from last year.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It is really pretty. So those two, and so it's going to be interesting. It's and fun to see how many people, will say something about that Spirit jersey, and so it'll be fun, definitely.
Yeah, it's a great show. I need to finish watching episode 1. I started on the Disney Gallery, the Mandalorian show, and I started watching it with a friend, and then we got busy doing something else, and so I've got to pick it back up. But I will say I watched episode 1 today of Prop Culture on Disney Plus. Oh, yeah. My goodness!
Oh,
it was phenomenal.
It is
absolutely phenomenal.
It's great. I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
We, if each episode in the series is as good as the first episode, then it's just going to be off the charts, and I'll be able to geek out about all this stuff that they're showing. But if this episode, the first episode, I'll just go ahead and tell you is highlights Mary Poppins. Mm-hmm. And so there's basically the guy that kind of, I guess MCs the show. It has collected all these props over the years, and also has, he's, I guess,
from movies.
Yes,
from movies, Disney movies.
And so they go and find, in the Disney archives, he goes and he's got on gloves to touch all these old props.
Oh, yeah.
And they show him all these props from the original Mary Poppins. What year was that, Mom? Was it 1960?
I can't call it.
Yeah.
I wish I should have looked that up to know what year Mary Poppins came out. Yeah, I want to say it was the 60s.
64, according to the quick Google search.
Okay, there you go, 1964. So that would have been, that would have been, just there was a lot. Disneyland opened in 55, so that was kind of at the height of Walt's creativity, I think.
It was just wonderfully laid out, starting off with the snow globe, and that's kind of representative of the, song "Feed the Birds," mm-hmm. And then to show
very nostalgic. So just grab your tissues before you watch it. It's phenomenal, and it's a great premise because back then, not just with Disney movies, but with movies in general. Props were not considered to be valuable in any way. Yeah. They were just props, and they were not saved. A lot of times they were destroyed, they were sold, they were, and many of those old props have really fallen into disrepair or been totally lost. So the guy in the series is going back and trying to locate a lot of the props from all of these iconic Disney movies, these iconic props from those movies that, and it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. And the first, I've watched the second one in the series as well. And it's very good. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so excited because I love Tron, and so I'm looking forward to watching episode 2. But that first episode, I'll avoid spoilers. I'll just say some of the original actors come into contact with props, outfits they wore or design.
Since the movie. They haven't seen these props since they were in the movie. And it's really amazing to watch.
Even concept art, an artist that did the concept work for the different outfits that the characters wore in the movie is able to see some of his old work. So, and there
are some Disney legends.
Yes, huge Disney legend.
Amazing.
Musical legend, and that's as far as I'll go. It's as far as I'll push it. But that scene.
If you're a diehard Disney fan and you say musical legend, you should immediately, call this guy to mind. So, but they're great.
Yeah,
they're great. Highly recommend
that scene where this legend is playing an instrument in a certain room was just incredible.
Yeah.
And
It gave me
so,
chills.
yeah,
It gave me
just
chills.
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, it did. It's good. So watch it. If you haven't watched Prop Culture,
Check it out. Yeah, there's a few episodes out there now.
yeah. So
So
definitely
if you
don't
go
miss
ahead
it.
and, yeah, if you go ahead and buy it, there's plenty more where that came from already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to working my way through them.
Yeah, that's a big one. Really looking forward to that, and also check out Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Which is we were talked about. It's also good. We've got let's see. We did say okay. We don't have a reopening date for the parks yet. They are taking reservations beginning July 1st. So I think you guys should be great for your trip in September. And
Hoping so. Fingers crossed for sure.
I think y'all should be good there, and us too for a trip later on in the year. Universal City Walk again opens Thursday, May 14th, which is also really exciting. And gosh, we've already been going for 46 minutes. That's amazing. Oh boy, time flies. But I have a new collaboration video that will be up Friday morning, the 15th, is National Pizza Party Day. And so several of the ladies in the Disney YouTuber community got together, and it's a pizza challenge. So all of us will be doing pizza. And so I've got one that I enjoy making for my family that I'm gonna put up, and again that video will go up Friday morning the 15th for National.
Looking forward to that.
So yeah, so take a look at that. And thanks to Lena of Life with Lena for organizing that collaboration. Appreciate her. Check out Life with Lena. It's for some good Disney content. She's a Disney YouTuber.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing some of those other videos too. I know you had a lot of fun with the last quarantine pantry raid series of videos. So looking forward to the pizza one as well.
Yeah. It was fun, and I've got all the videos and pictures done, so I've just got to sit down and edit that and get that there. And
thanks, Pat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They knocked that one out of the park for sure. I've been wanting that jersey for a long time, ever since it came out.
Yeah, I was worried whenever May the 4th rolled around that you were going to get the Star Wars bug and go ahead and pull the trigger on it. So I may have let it slip a little earlier. It's like, no, you don't need to get that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, that was probably wise because we definitely did have a Star Wars bug around May the 4th, and so for any of you who didn't see our Revenge of the 5th live stream, go back and watch that because we had a good time with that. And Disney dropped a lot of merch that day, and if I could have snagged any of it, I probably would have, but we won't open up that wound again.
Yeah, makes me think of the Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy's dad has the trophy case, and he's like, here's where I put my trophy. If I had one. Here's where I put my May the 4th merchandise. If I had it. Me.
But we don't have anything.
Yeah.
We got nothing. Golly. Yeah. Fix it, Disney, please. The
Force was not with us that day.
The Force was not with us that day. Fix it, Disney. You can fix it. I have complete confidence in you that this will not continue to be a pun intended bone of contention with all the Disney fans out there who didn't get anything.
Yeah.
None of that wonderful, 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back merch, the key, the special Star Wars.
Gotta slow down those flippers and give people who really want the merchandise, like us and so many others, give people like us a legitimate shot at it and stop these bots that are just going,
selling it on eBay. Selling it on. It's ending up on eBay for sometimes 4 and 5 times the price. And
it's absurd.
It's So, oh boy, fix it, Disney. Please, please fix it. We love you, but you need to fix that for us.
Along the lines of channel news, Jilian put out a video. I think it was earlier this week with the Mushu from Mulan Scentsy Buddy unboxing. So it's a great video. He smells fantastic. I mean, I can't wait for you to come visit and smell this Scentsy Buddy scent. It's by far one of the best that I've smelled, especially in the Scentsy Buddy line. We've got Buzz and Woody, and they have good scents as well. But this Mushu scent smells great.
Wow. Yeah, and I think Jillian said the only way that you can get that particular scent pack is to order the Mushu Scentsy Buddy. And
That's it.
So yeah. Okay. And here's to see Disney released a Nurses Day pin, and people are mad because they were sold out in minutes, so the nurses out there couldn't get any. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't even know about that one, Jillian. Yeah, they have to fix it. They gotta fix it.
Since Jillian's popping in on the chat, just a little teaser. She's working on a video related to Animal Kingdom, and that's all I'm going to say, just as a teaser. So everybody look forward to that.
Oh, and by the way, another plug here for Jillian that I'm really excited about is the Yoda Scentsy Buddy. Is that coming out sometime in June, I think. I pre-ordered.
I can't remember. Yeah, you had to do the pre-order of $5, and
so I'm really excited about that because the Scentsy Buddies are. I started to order the plush from Disney Store, and I thought, okay, but the Scentsy Buddies are generally really large and they're extremely well made. They're very high quality. So I thought, why not order a Scentsy Yoda, Baby Yoda, the child plush, instead of the one off Shop Disney. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Glad I did. I'm excited to get that. So we've got, if you're interested in any of that, if you're interested in any Scentsy products, Jillian is a Scentsy consultant, and her link is also in the description of this video. So just go on over there and order what you want, because they've got some really good stuff, lots of neat Disney merch. And I don't know if they still have that 70th anniversary Cinderella carriage. Do they still have that? I wonder.
I want to say it's still out there, but go check out Jillian's unboxing for that one as well.
Yes.
And she's got her website in both the link. She has a link to it in the description, and also too, it's she has it in the thumbnail as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to her. Go to her website and check that out. And also, just check out the videos as well. They're really well done. I'm a little bit biased, but I think they're really well done. So,
well, they're the thing that I was so impressed with that 70th anniversary Cinderella carriage Scentsy warmer. The quality is amazing. If you bought something of that quality at Disney, it would be what, $150?
Yeah.
It would be a lot of money. And so just beautifully done. And so if you're interested in any of that, click on Jillian's link in the description. Go check out the video that's on our YouTube channel on the unboxing of that Cinderella 70th anniversary carriage warmer, because it is really pretty, really gorgeous. And she says here is still available.
Yeah. She also said that you could put the scent pack in anybody you want to. So, if there's a scent you really like and you want to put it in a different Scentsy Buddy, then you can obviously swap them around. So
right. So we've got that. I wanted to go ahead right quick and give a plug to the Live Place. Dean over at the Live Place has listed us a couple of. I think this is our third week of being listed on the Live Place. It's a website that he maintains of family-friendly Disney streams. If you're interested in finding a Disney stream, a live stream at any given time, just go over there. there's probably somebody who's going live and who's talking about Disney. And Dean does a great job of maintaining that and keeping up with the schedules. It's really cool. Check that out. And as well, he has his own YouTube channel, which is called Dreamers Empire, and some great content on that too. So highly recommend that. And thanks again, Dean, for listing us at the live place.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's great that, I really appreciate him, putting together this site, and pointing people towards family-friendly content. I really appreciate Dean for doing that.
Yeah. And I think that he's kind of branching out a little bit. There's a filter over there. So if you're looking for not just Disney streams, but any family-friendly content, you can actually do a search and a filter for the type stream that you're looking for.
Neat.
And so it's not, he's branching out a little bit to include streamers other than Disney streamers, which is really, So if you're looking for something, go over there. Check it out. And yes, John Fujita, hey.
I think he must have sensed through the force that we were talking about the Mandalorian earlier. So
yeah, you missed the Mandalorian discussions. You'll have to catch it on the replay.
Yeah.
Welcome
in. Glad you're here.
Definitely. Welcome in. We appreciate it. I hope to see you in the not so distant future, John. Yes, my ears. It is. It's a baby Groot. See, he's got the tape. Is that cool? Yeah, these are from EarsByShiny. It's an Etsy shop, and the gal over there does a fantastic job. So, yeah. So yeah, we love these. But we do, again, we hope to see you as soon as possible. We get Disneyland open back up. So most definitely. We go live Tuesday nights at 9:00, and we appreciate everybody in the chat and everybody who subscribed. We've had really great feedback on the channel, and feel free to go to the channel and find. We have several videos out there. We're cranking out new ones every day, and really hope, obviously, to have some park videos for you, some park vlogs, live streaming from the parks when they open back up, and we'll do that. But there is some good content, so check us out. Give us a like and a subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you guys would like to see. If there are topics that you would like us to cover on the Hitchhiking Bones, things that you'd like us to talk about, or even questions that you have about the parks, the reopenings. If we don't know, we can probably find out. So
yep, good clarification there, John. Yes, it is 9:00 Central Standard Time, so Central Time Zone.
That would be CDT, Central Daylight Time. And again, if you go to the live place, we're over there and we're listed. And I think he lists us as 10 Eastern.
Cool.
So yeah. But we are in the Central Time Zone, and we hope everybody is doing well.
Everybody keep your head up during this time. We're all holding out hope for better days ahead. And remember, there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Absolutely. And we're looking forward to being in the park soon and getting getting that Disney magic going again, and just being there again, being back in the parks. I see, people on YouTube, our Disney YouTubers, and our people on Instagram, and we're all just getting real restless.
Yeah.
So again, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you enjoy it, leave us a comment, drop us a line. We have an email address. We have also have a PO box, and so reach out to us. We love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Thanks again, everybody. Looking forward to hearing from you. And but thanks again. And
hurry
back.
back.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks
You
for
have a
being
great
here.
night. Thank you so much.
Have a magical evening, everybody. Bye bye.